slow in and exhalations, going in and out of your nostrils. In this moment, we don't need to think or worry about anything. Just focus on the present moment by coming to the breath, bringing your awareness to the body, seeing how it feels as it expands and contracts. Maybe taking a moment to do a body scan, going from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, checking in to see how you feel today, where your energy is, if you're holding tension in a certain part of the body. Just bringing that awareness within and connecting. If you would like, I also invite you to bring an intention to today's class, something you can focus on outside the physical aspect. So maybe it's balance, gratitude, the ability to open up and receive, letting it go, or self-love. Whatever suits you in your practice today, something to bring with you on your time here during the mat. So let's just take the last few deep breaths here, filling your whole body with air like a balloon, and slowly releasing. We're slowly going to blink the eyes open with a smile on your face. So from here, we're going to inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and over, rooting down from the sitting bones all the way up to our fingers, interlocking our fingers, pressing the palms up to the ceiling, lengthening the whole spine as I look to my hands here. Inhale. Then we're going to exhale, we're going to drop our right hand down. Both sitting bones down into the earth, left arm comes up and over. So reaching this arm up and over, extending through the whole side body. If you have room, you can bend slightly in the elbow here, only if you have room. Let's inhale up. Lengthening the spine, looking to your hands, connecting the breath with the movement. Exhale, we're going to drop down to the opposite side. So this time dropping the left hand down to the earth. Right arm comes up and over. Trying to look up to my arm. Bringing that awareness to my neck so it's not hanging. And extending through this whole side body. Option to find a little bend in the knees here. Okay, can you check the chat, Marcella? We're going to inhale up. And exhale down to release. 1 second. Someone's saying something in the chat.
Come on out of the game.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. From here, we're going to inhale up. Lengthening. We're going to exhale, bring the hands behind the head. We're going to interlock the fingers behind your back. This time we're opening through the heart. So reaching those arms away from our body, opening through the chest, looking up here. Exhale to release. Okay, so now we're going to do some exercise or some asanas for our shoulders to help warm up our shoulders. So if you have maybe a strap or a towel, you can use that now. Where? Okay, so I have a towel I'm going to use, but if you have a strap, you can use that now. And what we're going to do is some shoulder rotations. So to do this, I'm just going to sit on my heels. I'm going to use my strap. Or if you don't have a strap, you can just bring one arm behind and press that elbow down like this. So you can can either do this, or if you have the strap, you can use the strap, or a towel, or a scarf here. Okay, so we're gonna work on some shoulder strap rotations. Otherwise, you can press that arm down, working to also stretch the shoulder. If you're doing the shoulder stretch rotations, we're gonna take this scarf or the strap or towel, and you're gonna bring it about a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, grabbing it with the arms or with the hands. And we're gonna inhale, we're gonna reach it up. And we're gonna exhale, we're gonna bring it behind. So you should definitely feel a stretch, but no tension. So if you need to come out a little bit with the hands, this will loosen. Or you can come together if you feel like you want a tighter grip. So we're gonna work this all the way down. As we inhale, we're gonna come up. Exhale down in front of us. We're going to do a few more rounds of these. I'm going to tighten my grip a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slowly, mindfully, working with your body. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to do one more time and we're going to hold. So I'll tell you when to hold. Inhale up. You're going to exhale behind and you're going to hold it directly behind you. Okay, it's going to be a little intense. If you need to loosen your grip or to release, you can do this. Okay, this is really nice to open the heart, and it's really nice to open the shoulders and work on our shoulder mobility. Just a few more seconds, connecting with your breath, allowing space in the body when we do so. All right, let's inhale up, and we're gonna exhale to release the strap now. Okay, so we're done with that strap or towel for now. From here, we're gonna come to our tabletop position. So I'm stacking my wrists in line with my shoulders, my knees in line with my hips here. Neutral spine. This is our tabletop position. Let's do 3 rounds of cat and cow. So I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna arch my back, roll the shoulders away, open through the heart, pressing through my hands, look up here. As I exhale, rounding the spine, looking towards my navel, pressing through my hands and my shoulders. So working to warm up our spine, working with the breath. Inhale for our cow, arching the back, opening through the chest. Exhale to round the spine, looking towards the navel. For our cat, let's inhale last time, cow. And exhale for our cat. From here, I invite you to do a little bit of free movement, some little circles, or just some kind of primal animal movements, connecting with your body, massaging your spine, whatever way feels good for you. So just know that I'm a guide, but this is your practice. At any time, if you need to do something other than I'm doing, feel free. You don't always have to be doing the same thing. It's just about connecting with your body. So if it needs something a little different, that's totally fine. All right. From here, we're going to do our balancing tabletop. So working on our core. From here, we're going to inhale, we're going to extend our right leg and our left arm, engaging the core, reaching our arm and our leg in opposite directions. So inhale here, we're going to exhale, we're going to bring them both together, finding a crunch here, maintaining the balance by engaging our core. Inhale, extend, exhale, together. Last time, inhale, extend, and we're going to hold. So hold here for 5 seconds. Don't forget to breathe long, slow, controlled in and exhalations. From here, we're going to come to our tiger pose, optional by bending the back leg, grabbing this foot with our left hand, and then we're going to kick this back foot up into our hand actively, and also actively pressing the chest forward, opening through our heart here. This is our tiger pose. All right, let's exhale to release. Super nice. Coming to the opposite side, let's extend our left leg and our right hand, our right arm. Extending actively here. And we're going to exhale to crunch together. Inhale to extend. Exhale together. Last time, inhale, extend, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can either release or come to our tiger pose by grabbing the left foot with the right hand, kicking this foot up into your hand, opening through our chest for our tiger pose here. And let's exhale to release. All right, from here we're going to come to our puppy pose, so working to open our shoulders. So to do this, we're going to extend our arms out in front of us. We're not moving our legs, just the top half of our body. So you're going to bring your hands in front of you, and then as you exhale, you're slowly sliding them forward, trying to bring your chest towards the ground. It does not have to touch here. We're just working in that direction, lowering the chest towards the earth. And my arms are about shoulder distance apart here. So I should feel a very nice shoulder stretch here. Very good for opening our shoulders. Connecting with the breath, long, slow, deep in and exhalations through the nostrils. From here, we're going to inhale, we're going to press forward, coming onto our belly. So releasing our legs down to the earth. Okay, we're going to bring our hands near our chest and tuck our elbows in here. Tops of the feet on the floor. We're going to come to our baby cobra. So pressing through the hands, opening through the heart, rolling the shoulders away. Baby cobra. Making sure to squeeze the buttocks, protect the lower back here. Let's exhale down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Opening through the chest, squeezing the buttocks. Gaze can be forward or up here. Exhale to release down. Let's inhale up last time. Option to come to your upward facing dog here if you would like, fully extending the arms, lifting the legs off the floor, just a little bit deeper than our baby cobra. From here, we're going to exhale, tuck the toes, shift the weight up, down, and back to our first downward facing dog of the practice. So finding our alignment here, spreading the fingers actively, externally rotating our shoulders, so bringing the insides of the shoulders towards the front of the room. This is going to help to externally rotate our shoulders. So you're not going to be facing the front of the room, but just in that direction. So that's when we have that external rotation, is in that direction. Reaching the tailbone up, lengthening the spine, shifting the weight into our heels. They don't need to touch the ground. If they do, that's great. If not, let's bend the knees so you have more room in the spine to lengthen here. Let's take a few breaths. You're welcome to walk the dog, shifting the weight between your right and your left feet. Maybe gently shaking your head yes and no. Maybe finding a little wiggle. Whatever feels good for you. And we're going to inhale. We're going to come to our toes and we're slowly going to walk to the front of our mat in between our hands here. Let's inhale, we're going to halfway lift. So lengthening from that tailbone all the way to the crown of my head, pushing my shoulders away. So I'm bringing my hands to my shins, lengthening my spine. Let's exhale to fold forward, Bringing the chest to the top of my thighs. You can bend the knees, allowing you to do so. And if you feel that you can straighten the legs but still maintain the chest to your thighs, you can do that as well. If you would like, you can also come to a ragdoll by grabbing opposite elbows and then just gently swaying side to side here. Gently swaying side to side, letting all the blood rush down to your head. Alright, on your next inhale, we're slowly going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the last thing to rise, followed by the arms as we inhale to reach them up and over, lengthening from the toes all the way up to our fingers. Extending and lengthening the spine, looking up to your fingers, and exhale to release. Okay, from here we're going to do what is called around the clock. So if you have not already, you can take one step out with your feet. You're going to bring your arms up and over. And we're just going to have this first index finger pointing, the rest are together. So like this. So from here we're just going to move our arms around in a circle like the dial on the clock. So we're going to inhale here. And we're going to exhale, just come to the side, just moving the top half of the body, slowly coming down. And then inhale as we come up on the opposite side. Go at your own pace, working with your breath. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Last time, on this side, exhale down. Up. We're going to do the same thing now, just the other side. So exhale down to the opposite side. Just moving the top half of your bodies. This is really nice for our spine, especially in the morning. Inhale up one more time. Exhale down. And we're going to inhale up. So from here, we're going to come to our standing back bend. So for this, we're going to take one step out with our feet, top of the mat. So your feet should be hip distance apart. Reaching your arms up and over. And as I exhale, squeezing the buttocks. First bringing the shoulders as far back as they can go. Then coming to my upper back. So just staying here, being gentle with ourselves for that first standing back bend. We'll go deeper later. Then we're going to exhale. We're going to reach the hands forward, leading with the heart. Exhale as you fold forward, bringing your chest to the top of your thighs. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, bringing those hands to your shins, pressing the shoulders away, lengthening in the spine. Then we're going to exhale. Plant our hands. You can either step or jump back. High plank. So let's check our alignment in high plank. Your body's in one line here, activating the core. So we're not sinking or rounding. We're in one line here. So we're coming to our first vinyasa of the practice. So our vinyasa is the same every time, and we have two options. So I'm going to show you both. The first option is to drop the knees, then you bend the elbows in towards the ribcage, lower down onto the chest and the chin. This is the option one. Second option, a little harder, is our chaturanga. So for this, as you exhale, you bend those elbows in towards the ribcage and lower down. This is our yogi push-up, also known as a chaturanga. Whichever way, tops of the feet on the floor. Tuck the elbows in, rise. Inhale, baby cobra. You can lift your legs for down, upward facing up, either way. Let's exhale, down dog. All right, now we're coming to our sun salutations. Turning it up a notch, building our heat, building our energy in the body. First, let's do sun salutation A from our Ashtanga. From here, you're gonna inhale, come to the toes. You can step or jump forward in between your hands, top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward, top of the chest, top of the thighs. From here, we're going to inhale, reverse swan dive up, bring those arms up and over, lengthening at the top. Option for that standing back bend, squeezing the buttocks, bringing the arms and the shoulders as far back as they can go, coming to our upper back, maybe coming a little deeper. Exhale, reach the hands and arms forward, leading up the heart. Exhale to fold forward, top of the chest, top of the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, plant those hands, step or jump back. Vinyasa, so knees, chest, chin down. Or our chaturanga here. Inhale, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is our sun salutation A. It never changes, it's always the same sequence. So we're going to do that same thing one more time. Sun salutation A. Let's inhale, step or jump forward in between your hands, top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. For our fold forward, you could also place your hands behind your ankles if you want to go a little deeper. Inhale, reach those arms up and over, lengthening the spine at the top. Option for that standing back bend by squeezing the buttocks, working the arms and the shoulders as far back as they can go. Going a little deeper each time, listening to your body. Exhale, reach that heart forward, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, plant those hands, step or jump back, high plank, moving through your vinyasa, however that looks for you. Exhale, we're going to meet in our down dog. Spreading the fingers externally, rotating your shoulders, lengthening the spine up, shifting the weight into our heels. We're going to come to our sun salutation B. So adding a new salutation this week. All right, from this, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. So extending this foot to the top of the room to the ceiling, squaring the hips down to the earth. We're going to exhale, bring this right foot in between our hands. If it doesn't reach, just take your arm, or your hand, and bring that foot in between your hands, totally fine. And we're going to drop this back foot, angling it 45 to 60 degrees, squaring the hips forward. We're going to inhale, rise for our warrior one. So let's check our alignment here. Back foot is angled 45 to 60 degrees, squaring the hips forward, sinking down into our knee. Reaching the arms up, arms and fingers active, so bringing awareness to all parts of our body, even the fingers. So in our warriors, focusing on building the strength in the legs, connecting with our breath. When we connect with the breath, we can feel less burn in the body, as that brings our awareness away from the pain. All right, let's exhale, bring those hands down, right foot meets the left, high plank. Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin down, or chaturanga, or you guys can even skip the vinyasa and go straight to down dog here if you want. I'm going to go for the vinyasa. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog by lifting the legs. Exhale, shift the weight up, down and back. Downward facing dog. So resetting here, we're coming to the left side. Inhale, the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, this foot in between the hands, dropping now the back foot. Angling at 45 to 60 degrees. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. Checking your alignment here. So I'll turn this way. Angling that back foot. Squaring the hips forward. Reaching the arms up. Don't forget to bring the awareness to the fingers. So activating those fingers. Looking up to your fingers. Sinking down into your knee. Should feel a nice stretch here as well. And building the strength in your legs. Connecting with our breath. We're going to exhale, bring those hands down, top of the mat. Left foot meets the right. Once again, vinyasa. Moving with your breath. Exhale down. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. So from here, we're gonna inhale, we're gonna step or jump forward in between our hands. Top of the mat, exhale, fold forward. Top of the chest, top of the thighs. Option to bring your hands behind your ankles to go a little deeper. From here, let's inhale. We're going to come to Utkatasana, chair pose. So we're sinking down into the buttocks, into our hips, bringing the knees together, engaging the core, lifting the arms, activating our fingers. Again, building the strength here, focusing on the breath. One more. Inhale, and we're going to exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. You know, Vinyasa as you jump back. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog by lifting the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. So right now you should definitely feel some heat and energy flowing through your body. So that is the purpose of our sun salutations, to bring energy and heat into our body, to help us be warm and energized for the rest of our practice. So from here, we're gonna come into our main flow. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna lift this right leg up, three-legged dog. From here, I'm gonna exhale, I'm gonna bring to my left elbow. Building the strength in the shoulders, inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale to my right elbow. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, bringing it through the center. Dropping that back foot, angling at 45 to 60 degrees. We're coming to our warrior one. Let's inhale, rise up. So back foot is angled, squaring those hips forward, sinking down into your knee. Arms up and active. So make sure my arms are active, but I'm not compressed. So we don't want to be compressed and overactive in the shoulders. They're active but relaxed. Inhale here. Then we're going to exhale. We're opening to the left side of the room. Now my back foot is going to be 90 degrees parallel to the front foot. Opening to the left side, extending my arms towards the side of the room. Looking over my front finger, bringing that awareness to my fingers. And sinking down into my front knee. This is our warrior one. So here we're looking over our front fingers. Connecting with our breath. One last breath. Awesome. From here we're going to exhale. We're going to straighten the front leg. We're going to inhale. We're going to take one step forward with the back. So we're coming to our Trikonasana triangle pose from here. Going to inhale, extend our arms, and I'm going to reach forward with the top half of my body. From here, I'm going to exhale this right hand down to my right leg, extending the left arm. So I should say that our palms are facing away from our body here. Extending the arms in one direction, or sorry, opposite directions in one line, and we're pressing the hips forward here. So you should feel a nice stretch in your left outer hip. Okay, looking up to your fingers so your neck's not hanging. Don't want your neck to hurt later. And really trying to use your core strength so you're not collapsing. You want to be active in your hips here. Looking up to your hands. Alright, from here we're going to inhale, we're going to revolve our arms up and over. Coming to our reverse triangle. So this left hand can be to my left leg or it can be behind my back. Right arm is coming up and over and I'm extending through the whole side body as I reach this hand towards the back of the room. Looking up to my arm. And you can also drop this hand down for support to the leg. Up to you. Alright, from here we're going to inhale, exhale. Bring your hands out. We're going to come right back to that Trikonasana triangle pose we just did before. Reach the body forward, lower down. Trikonasana triangle pose, looking up. And from here, we're going to exhale. We're going to bring both hands down to the mat. And I'm going to bring we're gonna come to a side plank. So basically what we're gonna do is pivot on the left foot. Bring that right either on top of the left foot, or you can have it planted in front. We're coming to our side plank here. So you can even lift this right arm. If you wanted, you could even lift this right leg. Or you could even bring it to the left leg as well. A few options here, depending where you are. One more breath. And we're actively reaching our hips up here, building strength in the side body and then the arms and the shoulders. All right, we're gonna exhale down, high plank. From here, we're gonna drop the knees, the chest, the chin down. Inhale, baby cobra. And we're gonna exhale, we're gonna come to a child's pose. So widening the knees a little bit wider than our hips, bringing the toes together, sinking the weight down onto our heels here. Our arms can either be extended or they can be to our sides. I'm going to keep mine extended. You get a little bit stretch in the shoulders and in the spine when you do it this way. Just take a moment to recollect with your breath, connect with yourself, connect with your practice. See how you feel in this moment. Feel the energy you've created with your practice. Long, slow, controlled in and exhalations. Regrounding, recentering before we come to the next side. So let's take the last few breaths here. From here, we're going to inhale, we're going to press back up, and we're going to meet in our downward facing dog. So spreading the fingers, shifting the weight up, down, and back. Bringing the weight into our heels. Extending through the spine by lifting that tailbone up. So actively pressing through your hands and your shoulders to lift that tailbone up. Our down dog is an active position. So you're trying to actively reach that tailbone up here. All right, let's come to the left side. We're going to inhale, lift that left leg up. Three-legged dog, squaring the hips down to the earth. We're going to exhale, bring our knee to our left elbow. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Then we're going to bring it through our center. Dropping our back foot, angling it 45 to 60 degrees. We're going to rise. Warrior one. So I'm going to turn so I can see the camera. Okay, warrior one. So back foot is angled 45 to 60 degrees. Squaring the hips forward. Engaging the core. Sinking down into your knee. Extending the arms. Activating the fingers. Warrior one, even looking up to our fingers here. Take one breath, then in your next exhalation, we're going to open up towards the right side of the room. So now dropping that back foot 90 degrees parallel. Still sinking down into our front knee. We're actively reaching our arms in opposite directions in one line here, looking over our front fingers. Connecting with the breath. Trying maybe to sink a little lower for each exhalation. Building strength in the legs. Nice. All right, from here we're going to straighten the front leg. We're going to take one step forward with the back leg. So inhale, then exhale. All right, from here we're going to open up our arms and reach forward. Or hinge forward the top half of the body. Then we're going to exhale, bring that left hand down to our left leg, the palm facing out. Extend the right arm, look up to our right hand, and actively press our hips forward, making sure we're active here. You don't want to be collapsing to reach this hand down to the ground. That's not what is important. You want to bring that awareness to the side oblique muscle here, activated, and press your hips forward. really nice stretch for that outer hip here. So here we're activating the fingers as well, looking up to our hand, connecting with our breath, connecting with the asana. From here we're going to inhale, revolve the arms up and over, left arm comes up and over with the palm towards the ground. Back hand can be to your back leg or behind your back. Either way. So reaching that left arm up and over. Trying to look up to your arm. You don't want to be here. Have it up. So extending through the whole side body. You can bring that back hand down for support if you need. Alright, from here we're going to exhale, come back to neutral, extending the arms. Coming back to the Trikonasana we did before. Reach toward the top half of the body. Exhale that left hand down to the left leg, extending the right hand, arm, looking up to your right hand. Inhale here. And we're going to exhale, bring both of our hands down. And we're going to pivot now onto the right foot. So we're coming to our side plank on the opposite side. I'm just going to turn so I can show you. So you would pivot onto your right foot. You can stack the other foot on top, or you can bring it ahead of your other foot. You can either bring your hands to your hips, or you can extend your arms, or you could even lift a leg, or you could bring this leg to the inside of the other leg. Ooh. If you fall, totally fine. All a part of the practice. And try to lift your hips up. So activating that muscle wherever you are. Then we're going to exhale. We're going to bring that left hand down or that right hand. High plank. From here, drop the knees, the chest, the chin down, tops of feet on the floor. Inhale, bring the elbows in towards the rib cage. Rise for your baby cobra, squeezing the buttocks, protect the lower back. We're going to exhale. We're coming to our child's pose, so widening the knees, toes together, sinking the weight into our heels. Reaching the forehead down to the earth. Once again, connecting with our breath. Slowing down our heart rate. That was a pretty powerful flow. So connecting with the breath, connecting with yourself. Using our breath as the anchor to the present moment. Being fully immersed in the practice, connecting with our mind, connecting with our body. Alright, let's just take one more breath. And we're going to inhale, we're going to meet once again in our down dog. Next is our balancing flow. So we're going to add a little bit of balancing this time. Okay, so from here, we're going to inhale, we're going to step or jump forward. So bring the weight to your toes, jump or step forward. Exhale, fold forward. Option, bring your hands behind your ankles, making sure your chest is to the top of your thighs. We're going to inhale, rise for chair pose, so sinking down into the knees, into the hips, keeping our knees together, engaging the core, lifting our arms, activating our finger. Trying to sink a little lower. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So super important to connect with your breath, not focusing on the burn. Focusing on the breath. It's going to give you power more than you think. You could even come onto the toes here if you wanted, or you could even do some little pulses or little squats if you want a little bit more power, depending on what your practice needs. So listen to your body. One more breath. And we're going to inhale, rise on the top, lengthening the whole spine. Option for that standing back bend here. Remember to squeeze the buttocks. Bring your shoulders as far back as they can go. And coming to your upper back. Maybe going a little deeper. And exhale to release. Alright, let's come to our balancing. So we're going to do our tree pose today. Alright, so let's start with the right foot. You're going to plant this right foot down. So when it comes to our balancing, It all starts with our foot. That's our foundation. So for this, we want to spread the toes and press firmly into the ground as if we're planting roots. Activating the whole right leg. We're going to bring our hands to our hips, or you can grab your foot, or you can place it, okay? Bring it to the inside of your right leg. You can be below or above the knee, wherever feels comfortable for you. Just make sure it's not directly on the knee. We don't want to place the pressure on the ligament. When you're ready, we're going to bring our hands to our heart, or you can reach them above as well. Finding the balance. So planting that foot down into the ground, activating the whole leg, activating the core as well. This is what stabilizes us. Finding the position with the arms that feels comfortable. And with this bent left leg, we're trying to use our own force to press it outward so we can stretch this outer hip area as well. So just using your own force to do so. And try to find one point in the room to focus on. You could even close your eyes here if you wanted a little bit more of a challenge. It's much harder with the eyes closed. And if you fall, totally fine. All a part of life, all a part of the practice. Take one more breath wherever you are. Then exhale to release and shake your legs if you need. Let's come to the opposite side. So we're going to bring this left foot, spreading the toes, activating the whole left leg. You can either place your right leg along your left, or you can use your hand to help you. Above or below the knee is fine, just not on the knee. So using your own force to press this leg out and bring your hands to heart center or above here. Connecting with your breath, finding the balance. Some days we're more balanced than others. Just acknowledge and accept where you are today. And if you fall, totally fine. I fall all the time. So it's not about whether we're able to hold the pose or if we fall. It's just about coming today, trying, acknowledging and accepting where that is today. There's no goal with our yoga. The goal is just to be here in the present moment. Take one more breath. And we're going to exhale to release and shake your legs. All right. So from here, we're going to come to our goddess pose. So we're going to bring our legs maybe one step out from hip distance. And we're going to turn our feet towards the side of the room. They can be slightly angled. You can try to bring them in one line. It's a little bit more difficult when they're more parallel. So just see what feels good for you. So to come into our goddess, we're going to bend our knees and sink down into our hips here. This is also going to help to build the strength in the leg and the glutes. Okay, so for this, we have many variations with the hands. You can either bring them to your heart, you can bring them out to the side like cactus arms, or you can bring them up and over. However which way, sinking down into your hips actively. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths. I know it's long. If you need to come out, that's fine. Just try to connect with your breath. It will surprise you of how long you can stay. So if you would like, you could even come onto the toes here for a little bit more of a challenge. This works on your balance. Or you could even do some squats if you want a little bit more power. Remember to connect with your breath. Focusing on that, not the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale to release your arms. All right, so from here we're going to come to a wide leg forward fold. So you can just bring your feet now from the side of the room. So now they're both pointing in one direction, forward. Okay, we're going to place our hands on our hips and lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulders away. We're going to exhale, reach the heart forward for our fold forward. And from here, we're gonna come to a twist. So I'm just gonna place one hand down, extend the opposite hand, lift it up, look up to my hand. So this is a nice gentle twist here. I'm gonna exhale, bring that hand down. Inhale, bring the opposite hand up, looking to that hand here. From here, we're going to exhale, release that hand. We're going to walk our feet in just a little bit. From here, we're going to lower our hips down. We're going to come to Malasana. Okay, so you're lowering your hips down. You're going to bring your hands together and press your elbows out. So now we're coming to our Malasana. These elbows can either be outside the knees or inside. If they're inside, use your elbows to use your own force to press these knees away. So we're working on opening the hips and opening through the chest. So you want to shift your weight forward here, opening both through the hips and through the chest. Really nice asana. Asana is also really good for our digestive system as well. Helps to release things if you're having trouble with that. So just something to keep in mind. We're just going to sit down and we're going to come to the front of our mat and we're just going to come to a mini vinyasa. So we're going to come to our tabletop and we're going to drop our chest down, bending those elbows in towards the rib cage, tops of the feet on the floor, press through the hands, bring those elbows in, baby cobra. Don't forget to squeeze the buttocks, protecting your lower back. Rolling those shoulders away, opening through the heart, gaze can be forward or up. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the weight up, down and back. Downward facing dog. All right, now we're coming to our hip opening. All right, just about 2 more sequences left, guys. From here, I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna lift this right leg up, 3-legged dog. I'm gonna bend the knee, and I'm gonna open the hip. From here, I would like you to do some hip circles or knee circle. So working this knee, drawing a circle with your knee, trying to make big circles. Going clockwise and anti-clockwise. This is really nice to build the mobility in our hips here. I know it feels a little weird, but I promise it's very beneficial. All right, let's inhale this right leg up. And we're gonna exhale this right foot outside the right hand. And again, if it's not reaching all the way there, you can just draw it forward with your hand. We're coming to our lizard pose, so I'll turn so you can see me. This right foot is outside the right hand. Coming off my back toes, pressing the weight forward. Okay, I'm also opening through the heart here. You have the option to drop this back leg down if you would like. Coming onto the toes or keeping them tucked is up to you. So working to stretch and open this hip here. You can stay with your hands onto the mat, or if you want to go deeper, you can lower down onto your forearms. Feels a little bit more intense, so just see how you feel. So this is another option. If you want to go even deeper, you would come onto the outer ridge of the right foot, press up onto your hands, and then you would use this right hand to gently press this right knee away. As you do so, you would twist and look over your right shoulder. This is another option for our lizard. The next option is pretty advanced, so only if you feel comfortable and you're a little bit more flexible. Just to show you, you would bend the left leg, bring it up, grab it with the right hand, and what you're going to do is try to draw it towards yourself, and as you exhale, you're twisting and bringing this foot towards your buttocks. So that's just an option, okay? So we have many options. Lizard, with the hands to the mat, lowered down onto the forearms, pressing that knee away, or grabbing that back foot. Okay? Let's take one more breath wherever you are. When you're ready, we're going to come to our pigeon pose. So as I exhale, dropping this foot or walking it behind my hands. So bringing the right foot behind the left hand and then dropping down my knee. So this right leg, the shin or the calf is either in one line or it's angled in towards myself, squaring my hips forward, extending my back leg. You can keep the toes tucked or top of the foot on the ground. I like to have my toes tucked just because I have weak knees, so I want to prevent any injury by placing too much pressure on them. So I'm going to press my weight forward, opening through the heart here. Slight back bend. Then as I exhale, reaching forward with the heart, lowering down onto the forearms. If you feel comfortable, you can reach your head all the way down to the ground. While you're in your pigeon, try to keep that front foot flexed. Okay, and you want to work on pressing your hips forward, flexing that front foot. Really nice asana here to stretch the outer hip. It's also very nice for lower back pain or pigeon. Another one of my favorite asanas here. So we're going to stay here a little bit longer in our hip opening, really allowing our breath to give us space in our body, allowing us to go deeper. So it's super important that you connect with your breath and use that exhalation to go deeper. So in yoga, our inhale is always for opening and expanding, and that exhalation is for going deeper. So work with your breath, using your exhale, and just going a little deeper, creating space in the body, and then time after time after time, slowly you're creating more space in the body by working with that breath. So over time you'll be amazed of how much you are able to accomplish with the body. Take one more breath. Alright, from here we're going to inhale, we're going to press back up onto our hands. We're going to press those back toes if you have not already. By pressing through our hands, we're going to lift that right foot to meet our left. Okay, meeting in our down dog. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So we're going to lift that left leg, three-legged dog, squaring the hips down to the earth. Then we're going to inhale, we're going to open the hips. Okay, bending the knee. We're going to draw circles with the knee. Long, slow, big circles. Going clockwise and anti-clockwise. Then we're going to meet, inhale, three-legged dog. So now the hips are squared down. We're going to exhale this left foot outside the left hand. If it's not reaching and you can only bring it here, you can just take your hand, reach it forward, press off those back toes, shift your weight forward for our lizard. Okay, you have the option to drop this back leg down, toes tucked or top of the foot on the ground, up to you. Press the hips forward, open through the heart. One option here to stay on the hands, or you can lower it down onto the forearms. Also option to come onto that left outer ridge with the front foot. Pressing that knee away gently with your left hand, just an option. Then our next option would be to grab the back foot. Exhaling and twisting, bringing that foot towards our buttocks. So 4 options here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So see which option is good for you. Connecting with your breath. Alright, from here we're going to exhale. We're going to drop this left foot behind the right hand, bringing the knee behind the left, extending our back leg, toes tucked on the back foot, or you can bring the top of the foot to the ground, using your hands to support you, opening through the heart, slight back bend here, Then we're gonna exhale, reach forward and lower down either onto the forearms or all the way onto the hands, bringing that forehead down to the earth. Remember to keep that left foot flexed here, squaring the hips forward and pressing our hips forward. Super nice stretch here in the outer left hip. Working with your breath, connecting. So another thing with our hip opening is you might feel some emotions start to arise, maybe not today, but sometime along in your practice, maybe when you're practicing in a class, or maybe you're just practicing with yourself. You might notice some emotions, good or bad, start to arise as we tend to subconsciously store a lot of emotions in our hips. So the wonderful thing about yoga is when these emotions start to arise, by bringing that yogic breathing, that slow, controlled, aware breathing, we're able to rewire that thought pattern. So maybe some trauma was stored subconsciously in our hips. By meeting up the yogic breathing, we were able to rewire that thought pattern, begin with a more calm and aware breath rather than that afraid or angry breath, helping us to rewire our mind in the process. One more breath. All right, from here we're going to press back up onto our hands, press the back toes. We're going to lift this left leg to meet the right, down dog. All right, and from here we're just going to walk our feet forward. We're going to cross the legs and we're going to come forward. Okay, from here, we're going to do a seated forward fold. So we're going to extend our legs, bringing them together. Maybe you need to grab that flesh out with underneath you so you can root down onto your sitting bones, lengthening in the spine. You're going to inhale, reach these arms up. And we're going to exhale, reach forward with the heart, trying to bring our fingers to our toes, but they're not able to touch. That's where we could bring that strap or this towel or that scarf in, place it under the sole of your foot, and from here, you're able to lengthen in the spine and go deeper. Otherwise, if you're able to touch your toes, you're going to try to go for that. And if you're able to touch the toes and feel comfortable, you can bring it down to your ankle. Working with your breath to go deeper, you're going to round a little bit in our spine here. We just want to make sure not over exaggerated, so leading with that heart. Going deeper, so you should feel a nice long stretch, feeling the space in between your vertebrae here. Super nice asana here. Uttanasana is the Sanskrit name. Here, we're going to bring our feet together. We're coming to our butterfly, so the soles of the feet are together, lengthening in the spine, trying to draw our heels in towards us, however much feels comfortable, and trying to use our own force to bring our knees down towards the earth. It's going to take time for your hips to open up fully, but just working in that direction. So pressing our weight forward, opening through the heart, inhale here, then exhale, going as deep as you would like. If that's a little too much, you can just work on lifting the knees up and down, flying your butterfly, that's an option. Or if you want, you can fold forward and go deeper here. Working with your breath, remember that exhalation is for going deeper. Now we're in our cool down section. Just have a couple more asanas. Gonna do a little bit of core, and then we'll come to our shavasana. Let's take one more breath in our butterfly. We're gonna hands behind our back, so they're directly behind my back. So this is going to help me press my heart forward. I'm going to bring my feet hip distance apart, and then as I exhale, just dropping both knees to one side. This is also a nice gentle stretch for that outer hip. I really like this one. So you'll probably see me do this one almost in every class. There's some asanas that I like to do every time I practice. And then when you're ready, you would inhale up and come to the opposite side when you're ready. So you can stay a little bit longer if you need to. All right, from here we're going to inhale up. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up. So we're sitting on our knees. So we're standing on our knees. Okay, we're going to work on camel pose. So we're just going to do a little baby camel. There's other variations, but for today we're just going to do a baby camel. Okay, so your knees are about hip distance apart. You can have the toes tucked, tops of the feet on the ground. I want to have my feet on the top of the foot here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a gentle back bending by pressing our hips forward, and we're going to open through our heart. Okay, so to show you, you would inhale, press the hips forward, bringing these hands to your back. So this thumb is pointing in, all my other fingers pointing outward on my hips. Pressing those hips forward and opening. This is a baby camel here. There's other variations of our camel. I'll show you next time. You can even bring this neck down a little bit. A nice gentle back bending. Alright, then we're going to exhale. We're going to bring these hips, lowering them down onto our heels, bringing our hands out in front of us, going to a nice child pose here for just a few breaths. Slowing things down. Alright, from here, press to the tops of your feet, come forward. So we're going to come to a locust. So I'm on my belly here. And I'm going to bring my arms to my sides. So we're going to work on building lower back strength here. So what we're going to do as we inhale, we're going to lift our arms, we're going to lift our legs, lift our chest. So we're using that lower back strength to help us lift. Ready? Inhale, lift. Exhale down. We're going to do 2 more times. Try to go a little higher each time. Using your strength, working with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale to release. We're going to do 1 more time and we're going to hold. Option to come to a bow here, only if you want. Okay, ready? Inhale, rise. Hold 5. Option for that bow by grabbing your back feet. 3. Kicking your feet up into your hand. 2. Exhale to release, lower those feet down. We're going to come to a scorpion stretch here. So first I'm going to bring my right hand in towards my chest, extending my left arm. I'm going to inhale, reach this right foot. Reach this right foot up, and we're going to exhale. We're going to lower it over the right foot. So a nice gentle stretch here. Inhale that left foot up, exhale down onto the belly. So now we're going to come to the opposite side. So we're going to extend this left arm, bring that right hand in towards my chest. We're going to lift the right leg, we're going to exhale, we're going to drop it over the left foot, the left leg. And I'm pressing through this right hand to help me gently twist for more. So this is a nice shoulder opener and twist. And if your foot's not reaching the ground here, that's fine. You can be hovering as well. Alright, let's inhale, bring that leg up, and exhale to release. Alright, from here, we're going to come back onto our back. lie on your back and we're gonna lift our legs up. Okay, so we're gonna do just a little bit of core. So from here, we're gonna work to slowly lower our legs and our feet all the way to the earth, not completely to a hover. If you need to release down to the earth, you can. But let's try to come to a hover and then we would come back up. And if you need to place your hands under your lower back here for support, you can. Okay, so we're gonna inhale and we're gonna exhale, slowly lower to a hover. And we're gonna inhale up. So that's 1. We're gonna do 9 more. So 9, exhale down, inhale up. So I'll keep count, you keep going. Exhale down, inhale up. 5 more. If you need to release, you can. And if you want more of a challenge, you could even lift your chest. Or you can even add your arms as well. 3 more. Last one. Inhale up and exhale, slowly release. We're going to tuck our knees into our belly, wrap our arms around, giving ourselves a nice hug, gently rocking side to side, massaging your lower back. Or if you want, you can even roll up and down. This will massage your whole spine. Feels super nice. Alright, when you're ready, we're going to exhale. We're going to release these feet. Lie flat on our back. So maybe you need to move a little bit to get fully onto the ground, flat. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift these legs up. We're not going to do anything with the core. We're just going to keep them up. So let's keep them flexed. And we're just going to hold them here for about 10 breaths. So this is a really nice asana. This helps to let all the blood rush down from our feet, down away from our feet. So this is opposite of how we usually are in our everyday life, because we're always on our feet. So this is giving a chance for the blood to come down. In the opposite way, this is really nice to relieve any muscle aches or tension in the legs and the lower back. It's also really nice for insomnia or things like that. So if you have trouble sleeping, I recommend you can try this asana with the legs up. You could even do it against a wall, with your legs against the wall, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes before you go to bed. And I promise you will see the benefits. You'll feel super relaxed after, and you'll be able to sleep very deeply. Just a few more breaths. Remember, long, slow, controlled in and exhalations coming from the abdomen. Alright, and from here, we're just going to bend our knees, coming to our happy baby. Just about 2 more asanas. So bending the knees, you're going to grab your feet. You can either grab your big toe with your first 2 fingers, or you can grab from the inside or the outside of the soles of your feet. That's a little deeper. However which way you're pressing your feet down actively to help open the hips, maybe rocking the baby, gently moving side to side. Or you could even extend your legs here for a deeper stretch. Whatever feels good for you, whatever your practice needs. Connect with your body so you can know what your body needs today. Take 1 more breath. Then we're going to exhale to release our legs down to the earth. Last asana. We're going to do our reclining twist. I usually always do this one last. Super beneficial, and it just makes me feel super peaceful after. Okay, so let's bring this right knee in towards our chest, grabbing it from the outside with the left hand, drawing it in towards our chest, inhale. And we're gonna exhale, we're gonna bring this left knee, our right knee over the left leg, extending our right arm, placing that hand down into the earth, so my palm is towards the earth, trying to ground both shoulders in. That's more important than this knee touching, so you can lift the knee so you can ground. Then bring the knee down further if you can, helping to twist the body, lengthen the spine, massage our internal organs here. Working with the breath to maybe exhale and go a little deeper. Remembering our exhalation is for going deeper. We're going to inhale to open, lift that leg up, and exhale to release. Coming to the opposite side, so bringing that left knee in, grabbing it from the outside with the right hand, extending that left arm, palm towards the earth, drawing your knee in towards your chest, inhale. Then exhale, bring that right or left knee up and over, twisting, looking over your left shoulder, rooting both shoulders down into the earth, trying to draw your knee towards the earth as well, but doesn't have to touch, but your shoulders do need to touch. Working with your breath, you could even close your eyes here. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, open, lift that left leg. We're going to exhale to release. If you need to do any last minute asanas before you come to your Shavasana, feel free to do that. Otherwise, we're going to come into our Shavasana, extending the legs, bringing our feet outward, bringing our arms to the sides. You can have your palms facing up to receive energy here. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, closing your eyes. Maybe taking one exhalation out of the mouth. Let it go. Coming once again to our Yoga Nidra yogic breathing. Inhaling from the abdomen, expanding through the chest and lungs, filling our whole body with air like a balloon. Exhale to slowly release with control, intentionally making our exhalation longer than our inhale. Maybe coming back to that body scan that you did at the beginning of the class. Going from the top of the head down to the tips of the toes, checking to see how you feel in this moment. If there's any differences between the beginning of the class until now. Connecting with your body to see how you feel in this moment. Slowly come back to the body, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, gently moving the head side to side. If you'd like, you can take one last full body stretch, reaching those arms up and over, lengthening the whole spine as you inhale. Then exhale, bring the hands to the top of the head. Inhale to bend the knees. Exhale to turn to your comfortable side, using your hand as a pillow, taking one last final rest here. And when you're ready, with your eyes closed, if possible, we're going to rise to meet in a comfortable seated position, top of the mat. Keeping your eyes closed if possible. To your heart center, palms together in Namaste Mudra. Taking a moment to feel your heartbeat, to feel your energy, your prana. Connecting with yourself. Finding a moment of gratitude to make time to come to your mat today, to connect with your practice, to connect with our breath, to connect with our true self. Bringing our awareness from our external world, using the five senses, into the internal world where the true self lies. As we bring harmony to all aspects of our being, the mind, the body, and the spirit, by connecting with the breath. And there's a quote that I found that I really love that I would like to share with you all. It says, if you can hold it in your heart, or if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And I love this quote because it talks about how we consciously create our own reality. So our reality stems with our thoughts. And as we connect with our practice, we connect with our breath. We're able to connect with our mind and become more aware of our thoughts, our thought patterns, let go of what no longer serves us, to focus on the thoughts that we want to actively create and manifest our reality. So you are in control, and it all starts with our thoughts. And as we come to our breath, connect with our practice, we're able to bring that awareness within. Realizing that anything we truly desire from life is within our reach. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I'm very grateful to share my practice with you all. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you everyone, I hope you enjoyed this class, and of course if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or message me in any way. I'm here to help you, and thank you so much for letting me be a part of your journey. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Namaste.